Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restoration. So welcome to another Resto video. So on the roundabout today I've got the Mighty Humble Dodge Stake Truck. So let's take a look at this one. This one has been previously painted. I'm thinking by an amateur, not a professional. And a lot of the parts of the stake body are missing. So once in a while I like to push myself, and this project is not going to be any different. I'm going to try to attempt to repair the stake body, and I have been going through my entire collection. I did it over the summer while I was not working, and I went ahead and bagged all my duplicates. Some of them I have doubles, some of them I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one I have 4. So I'm going to restore them to their beauty. This one, minus the mud flap in the back, is the only body that I have totally intact. So I'm going to do a whole lot of repairs, and I don't know how it's going to work out, to be honest with you. I do have silicone making kits to make my parts with resin, and I don't know if this one will work. I guess I can try, right? Maybe we'll try that. So anyway, alright, there we go. So let's break out the big book and see what we've got. Stick around. Alright, so here is the Dodge Stake Truck, number 4. That's how it looked in all its glory. So let's see if there's any variations. Come over here. And let's go to number 4. And there it is, issued 1967. So the yellow cab, green stakes, most common version. And then of course we have the yellow cab, blue-green stakes, which is 175 to 225 bucks. That's the more rare one. I'm just going to go with the traditional green stakes. So that's what I'm going to do, folks. So there it is. And I don't know if I can make this part or not. I'm going to try. Alright, folks, stick around. Alright, so let's see what we've got going on here with the stake body. And we got a big old chunk missing there. And it looks like we have 2 posts. Drilled out pretty easy. So let's take it apart. Already pre-drilled. There we go. And this has the headlights that catch the inside. So that was painted black. Have to clean these up. What I like about these old Lesney casting is these tires have seen a lot of use. You can tell that whoever had this really put it to good work. I used to have one when I was a kid. I think we all did if we're older. And look at these axles. They got plenty of room to play with, so that's always good. So there's that. And if I remember, this thing should just slide right out. And the back should kick out. And then there we go. So I've never made parts before. In fact, let me get out my resin. I've never made it before, so I'm going to attempt it. I don't know the difference between these two, so I've got the rubber or the silicone there, and I've got the epoxy resin coating. So I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can make it. So anyway, I've been kind of nervous to do this part. I haven't made any parts since I bought and all that, so I'm really excited. I'm not going to show the process because I've never done it before. And I probably will make a lot of mistakes. Maybe, maybe not. So anyway, alright, so here we go. Take the rest of the steak bodies apart and then keep on keeping on. Alright, folks, see you in a bit. Alright, folks, here are my Dodge steak body trucks taken down to the bare bones. I only had a problem with one axle. One of the axles was really small. That's probably the tire right there that I nicked. But one thing about these is you can just turn the tires inside out. Or just turn them around. So there's my model. I had mentioned earlier at the beginning I'm going to try to repair these. But if I can make a mold, the mold will last forever. And then I just got to fill it up with the resin. So it may take me some trial and error, but I'm going to try my hardest. Alright, folks, stick around for the fun. Alright, so I'm getting ready to make my mold according to directions. Put the piece right in there. I've got my part A. Let me see here. Part A and part B. Mix those 1-to-1 ratio, and here's my scale. Turn it on. There it is, it's tarried. So whenever you put something on the scale, you put it on there and you hit this button and it zeroes it out. It already did, so anyway. So I'm going to mix this, put it in here, 3 to 5 minutes, put it in and let it cure and see how it goes. I might have to waste a couple batches to get it right, but anyway, I'm looking for success, folks. All right, stick around. All right, here it is. Now I just got to let it cure. I actually made a little bit too much. I wish I had other parts to cast, but I don't have any molds. So anyway, I could make some, but I just wasn't planning ahead. So anyway, all right, folks, stick around. All right, here's an update on my silicone repair for the steak body. So it didn't do too well. As you can see, I do have some marks. So now I need to figure out how to keep doing it. I accidentally scratched it up, but I can repaint it. So anyway, not so easy. If you ever watch Paul Restore make parts, he makes it look so easy. So anyway, I'm gonna keep experimenting, and something's got to give. All right, see you soon. All right, here's an update. So, as you can see, part of it worked and part of it didn't. So, I had a heck of a time getting the clay out of the steak body. So, I'm going to chalk this up as an epic fail. I wasted a whole lot of silicone, but isn't that part of the hobby? Just trial and error. So, I'm going to have to fix the steak bodies just the old-fashioned way. I'll just have to fasten some little brackets or little whatever they're called, steak bodies, I guess, and see how I can do it. Should prove interesting. All right, folks. So anyway, this project is going to take me a little bit longer. Luckily, it's not a timeline project. So anyway, all right, stick around for the fun. All right, here's an update on my steak bodies. So it was hard trying to do the casting, so that was an epic fail. So what I did was just kind of made the pieces myself. Kind of filled it in. It wasn't too hard. And once I primer them and paint them, it should be pretty good. And I might have to trim that up a little bit. How I can tell, I've just put it down on the ground. So it looks like I need to take a little bit off. Anyway, so it was easier than I thought, just a little time consuming, that's all. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna primer these and paint them a nice new green, and then press on with this project. All right, folks, see you in a bit. All right, so I'm at the polishing stage, and normally I don't show this, but what I'm going to do to get this shiny, most people do this. You know, this is not a big reveal on how to polish these things, but I have found when you just do the auto sol on there, and then when you take this, you'll see how shiny it really becomes. You see how shiny it's just really becoming. Okay, let me just finish this up and I'll be right back. Alright, I am getting ready to assemble my stake body trucks. I think everything came out good in the end. Had some bumps along the way, but hey, it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. Alright, stick around for the final reveal. Alright, before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what I started with. I started with a factory Dodge truck. And let's see where I ended up. Alright, folks, it is time for my reveal for this rather time-consuming but yet fun project. So I took a fleet of Lesney stake bodies and restored them. They were all in pretty ratty shape, especially the stake body part. So the camera light doesn't really do it justice, but I found a perfect match for the green for the stake body. So anyway, did all the repairs, did the new mud flaps, as you can see spinning around. Did some repairs on the stake body, and you really can't tell, which is the ultimate goal, right? So there's those two. And let me see here. And bring up these two. So I should have done a custom. I don't know what I was thinking, rather than doing 4 restos, but like I say, I'm trying to eventually get a lot of doubles or restore all my fleets so I can eventually maybe start an Etsy page and start selling these, all my doubles, make a little money. So that's my goal. So anyway, here's these two. So like I said in the previous clip, or when I was showing them all ready to be assembled, I did try to make the mold for that, but it didn't work. So it was really difficult. So I'm not going to give up on that. I'm just going to figure out what else I can make for parts. So anyway, let me know what you think of the stake truck fleet. Alright, here we go. They're ready for work. They roll good. Tires came out good. So anyway, all right. So I got a lot of, oh, sorry about that, just hit the camera. I've got a lot of Lesney Restos coming down the pipeline. So stay tuned for those. That's what I like doing. And Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you that takes the time to watch my videos. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next shoot. Or the next build, I should say.
That's all, folks.